Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan, and we begin with just news coming through, and this is big, ladies and gentlemen. And this is about Bangladesh. Our Security Affairs Editor, Manoj Kumar Gupta, getting this portion of a conversation that Muhammad Yunus had in the presence of the former US President Bill Clinton, the interim advisor to Bangladesh interim government, the chief advisor to the Bangladesh interim government, Muhammad Yunus, accepting that there was a clear design and conspiracy involved in the systematic step-by-step ouster of Sheikh Hasina, the nation's former Prime Minister. Muhammad Yunus has actually accepted the conspiracy behind Sheikh Hasina's departure on the world stage. He introduced the faces of conspiracy in the removal of Sheikh Hasina, and during his speech, Muhammad Yunus said, and I quote, "No one could make out," unquote, who was behind the protests, but also named Mahfuz Abdullah, indicating that he played a role in Hasina's ouster from the country. He stressed that this was meticulously designed and did not happen by chance. Muhammad Yunus was speaking at the Clinton Global Initiative event in the United States. Listen in.
He is known as to be the brain behind the whole revolution. It's amazing, meticulously designed thing. It's not just suddenly came, it's not like that. Very well designed. Even the leadership pattern, people don't know who the leader is. So you can't catch one and say, okay, it's over. It's not over.
You heard that. Now, intel sources are telling CNN News 18 that this is a reaffirmation of strong ties between the US and the current Bangladesh regime. And it comes in the light of earlier reports here on CNN News 18 that suggested an quote-unquote invisible hand playing a role in the removal of Sheikh Hasina. Now, following deadly protests demanding reform to a jobs reservation system. So it all started from there, but like Muhammad Yunus said, this was carefully orchestrated. It was systematically done. And top intelligence sources had told CNN News 18 that the event was, quote, official introduction at the world stage, unquote, for the Nobel laureate. Anand Ranganathan, political commentator, author and scientist with us at this point. Even if before we go ahead and dive into a CNN News 18 investigation on the situation of illegals making their way into Bharat, Anand Ranganathan, what more does an affirmation need that the US deep state was directly involved in orchestrating a regime change? And we had here at CNN News 18 said, and Sheikh Hasina has spoken about it, that she denied port access and also an air base access, St. Martin, to the US authorities.
Good evening, Anand. You remember when many said that Mr. Yunus is in bed with Islamists? No, he's not. He's not in bed with Islamists. He is an Islamist. He has been a core member of this group all throughout. The orchestration, he is putting the onus on somebody else, but I dare say he was part of the core group, and it might be that he has led the entire thing. This is what astonishes me, that for him to openly declare it, how much more brazen do you have to be? He cannot have done this, could not have done this without open backing of the United States. Let's be very honest about it. But what of India and what of Bangladesh? In particular, what of his blatant inaction? Not just inaction of his, if you remember that execrable statement saying that the Hindus are being attacked there not for communal reasons. So according to his logic, temples are being attacked. Hindu vice chancellors and teachers are being forced to resign and attacked, not for communal reasons. Hindu houses have been burned, Hindus have been raped, their property has been pillaged, not for communal reasons. This is the man who is the kingpin, Anand, make no mistake about it. And today, he's blurted it out. He's blurted out the truth.
Well, he has, and it's seriously worrying what is happening there, because most of his claims, and if he's acting on the behest of a hegemonistic power or behest of the US, and that's why this regime change has been orchestrated, then are likes of China and Bharat watching, saying what's happening in the neighborhood and how it's being orchestrated by certain entities who believe that if you don't toe our line, we will throw you out. We will orchestrate a regime change.